Don't let fear crawl into your mind or into your life and make your life miserable. Whatever God has designed for you to do, start doing it, because people will always talk. The reason why fear will not allow you to do what you're supposed to do today is because you're still listening to the people around you. The voices you hear, those whispers from people who do not encourage you to want to take step in the first place. And all you just need to do is channel your focus to the main thing that you are created for. You may have talent, you may have skill, you may even have an idea that God has dropped in your heart to pursue. Maybe it's an invention, but you feel that it is not going to be accepted out there. You feel that no one is going to receive it. You feel that it is a nonsense. You may even feel that it is just your brain trying to process one thing that it is not going to be accepted out there. Let me tell you something. A lot of people who are where they are today, who are making it in the big industries, at a point they had to make choice between fear, people who talk them down. You need to know what drives you as a human being. When I'm talking to you, when I'm talking to everyone watching right now, I'm also referring to myself. A lot of us, fear has held us down. A lot of us have dwelled so much in what people think about us. We always want to get validations from the people around us without understanding that we are all different as human beings. No one is supposed to be reliant on any other person. Yes, I understand that no one is an island, but at the end of the day, you need to make decision for yourself. You need to make this decision by yourself without depending on people to push you before you move or before you run. A lot of you that are watching right now, you have a great mission, you have a great talent, you have a great skill, you have that thing that has always drive you, that thing that makes you wake up in the morning, that talent that reminds you that yes, you exist, that thing that makes you as a human. A lot of us, sometimes we don't even have the money in the whole world, we don't have all the assets, but that thing, that passion, that gift that God has deposited in you is what gives you joy. And you know that if you are very intentional about this, you are going to make it. But what is stopping you is fear. Let me tell you something. Fear is something that everybody have it. Everyone has fears. We all have what we are afraid of. No one is perfect in this world. Even the president, even Mark Zuckerberg, even Elon Musk, even Bill Gates, if anybody, including Dangote, any great person you can ever mention in this world, all have fears. They have what they are afraid of. But they've mastered the art of taking action regardless of fear. And that is why they are where they are today. So I don't know what it is that God has dropped in your heart to do, and you're afraid of taking steps because of what people say. You are afraid maybe they will say that the reason why you want to do this is because of money. See, let them reason anything they like. In fact, the reason why you're doing it is because you want to make money. The reason why you're doing it is because you want to make something out of it. Who doesn't want something in return? Why do you work? Why do you wake up every day? What drives you? And one thing I know about life is life will always reward you, whether it is good or bad. Whatever you venture into, life will pay you back. If you are good at what you do, at some point, if you keep offering it free of charge, it will get to a point that the person you're offering it free of charge to will look inward and will want to pay you for that effort. So what is that thing that is holding you back? What is that thing that you want to venture into that fear is holding you back from achieving? It could be you taking the next step. It could be you challenging the status quo. It could be you venturing into the unknown, but you are so scared. You are scared of the unknown. You are scared of what people say, scared of how people will think, the perception they have about you. See, you need to get to the point that you don't care anymore. Because at the end of the day, if you keep caring about what people say, you may end your life in regret. And you don't want to end your life in regret. You want to look back and say, yes, you made that steps. And I'm talking to myself also. There are times that I've wanted to do some things, but fear will not just allow me. Especially people around you would feed you with negativity. They will say a lot of things. They will laugh at you. They will do a lot of things that will make you see yourself less. But you need to start believing in yourself. You need to start putting yourself first. You need to first of all validate yourself. First of all, be the one that encourages yourself. What do you say to yourself? Who do you see yourself as? When you stand in the front of mirror, what do you see yourself as? Who do you see yourself becoming in the nearest future? All these questions are what you need to ask yourself. To be sincere, at the end of the day, these people that are not making you to make move, it will get to a point that when you start regretting in life, they will be there. They will still be there to laugh. But do you know one thing I found out about these people? When you become successful and at that thing that they think you cannot do, or they've said a lot of negativities about, they will be the same people to congratulate you, to laugh with you, to rejoice with you. People are just who they are. And all of these people, one thing I've learned is that they help to push you to your next level. If you don't have people who laugh at you, you will never make move in life. You will never take that first step. You will never leave your comfort zone. You always think that you are okay. You always be comfortable. You always feel that there is nothing more to life. But when you have someone who keep pushing you, and pushing you may come in a way of criticism. To you, it's criticism. But to a proper person, to a person who reasons very deep, will understand that it is beyond just criticism. It is a constructive criticism that encourages growth. If you have anything that you need to do, start doing it now. Even in the presence of fear, do it. Everyone who has made it in this life are still afraid. We all have the fear of the unknown. Even me, to stand right here in front of you guys, I know all that I had to go through. I know all the things that I have to put in place. I know all the ears I have to shut to quiet so that I can make this video. I have to shut my ears to a lot of negativities, to noises of people who whispers, I can't do it, to people who will laugh just because you're making videos. So you need to get to that point where you allow fear do its own thing while you're still taking action. It could be you creating content, and you think that whatever content you're trying to create is not going to be acceptable, people are going to laugh at you. It could be creating a commentary content. It could be creating a food content. It could be an entertainment content. Don't feel that all these things are too small. Don't feel that people will definitely laugh. Even the president, people are still laughing at him. You know, even the greatest people, even Bill Gates, even Elon Musk. Don't you see how people talk about Elon Musk? Regardless of what he is doing, they are still having one or two things to say about how strange he is. But you can't expect someone who is making use of his brain to be normal. A person who uses his brain every now and then will definitely behave in a strange way at some point. They will act in a weird way at some point. And that's because they are making use of their brain. They are thinking, they are working at the same time. So you don't expect them to be normal anymore. They have now become an extraordinary people, astronomical people. They're not just like every other people you see every day. They are different people. The same thing with Bill Gates, the same thing with Mark Zuckerberg. At some point too, a lot of people were saying a lot of things about Mark Zuckerberg, and now it is Elon Musk. It's as simple as that. So people will see you in a different light when you are different and you're trying to make changes. Don't feel down because you are different. Don't feel down because you are depending on what people will say. You are thinking of what people will say when you want to make that move. People will always talk. And one thing I want to take home, even if everything I've been saying since morning is nonsense, one thing I want to take home is that people will always talk about someone who is making move in life. If you're not making move in life, people will not talk about you. If you're just the kind of person who, every day, like, waking up and sleeping, waking up, like it's a normal routine, they will not talk about that person because that person has nothing to offer them to talk about. But because you're making move, you are doing something, is the reason why they have something to say. And that is for you to know that you're making effort in life. Sometimes you may wonder that I am not even where I am supposed to be. I am not even a big man. I'm not even a big woman, but people are having something to say about me. What is that thing that is about me that me myself I cannot see? That me myself, I don't know, I don't understand. It's because they see what you cannot see. And you can tell deep down that there's something about you. There is more to you that you know. It's just that you have not figured it out. If only God can open your inner eyes, your insight to see, then you now start acting. You start taking steps as you're supposed to. But I don't want you to get to that point. You understand? Because when you are waiting for that time, you may have to wait forever. Time wait for no one. And you see, life does not want things to be done properly, or you don't have to be too serious about life. I always have to think about what people say, how they say it, and whatever. And those people, their criticisms is for you to take steps. That's what I've noticed about myself. If people talk, it helps me to move. It pushes me. It tells me that, yes, I'm doing something. But when people are not talking, I get a little bit uncomfortable. And I'm like, what's going on? Is everything okay? So I've gotten to that stage. So I use that as a stepping stone. I use that as a tool to move myself, to get things done, to make a step. So that is just the thing. So don't let fear stop you, because fear will always be there. Every great people in this world that you know, including myself, anyone that you know at all that are making it big today, that you know, have fears. They all have what they're afraid of. So I don't want fear to be the reason why you cannot stand up and do that thing. And trust me, you don't have to have all the resources. The first thing is taking the step. Once you start taking the step, the universe will start aligning things for you, will start aligning things for your sake. So take the step and have people who have done it before that you're looking up to. Find out about them, make research about them, and trust me, when you make that thing that you want to do your focus point, your mindset will shift from what people are saying, from the noise around you, from the negativity noise around you, and focus on that mission, on that thing that you want to do. And at the end of the day, trust me, even if you've tried and you have failed, you've done it over and over again and you've failed, one day you will always have your breakthrough. And at the end of the day, it will be worth the while, and the success you're craving for will come knocking at your door. So that is just it. And I hope today's video has been helpful, in uplifting, impactful. If it resonates with you, please drop like, share, and also subscribe to this channel. And thank you so much for watching. If you want more videos like this, please turn on your notification button, and definitely when videos like this drop, you'll be the first person to be notified. Thank you so much. I remain your girl Oluwatosin, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. And until then, have a great day. Goodbye for now. Ciao.